Okay, the next patient for the torture chamber is this Silvertone model. What model? 4764. It's from 1937. It is a 7-tube radio that includes the magic eye or the eye tube. The cabinet's in good sound condition. However, the laminations on the top left side and the top right side are all getting a little wonky. I might just go ahead and strip those off and replace them. And then there's some little structural touch-ups here, like a crack there and there. There's a little bit of funkiness right there. I think that can be smoothed out. We got a little bit of vaporizing right here. We're going to have to crush that and see if we can get that all squeezed back in. We've got some stuff here. And the knobs. Now, the knobs are going to be a real issue. These are not the original knobs. So, I'm guessing that somebody has donked with this, boinked it, because they should have the typical Silvertone S knobs on them, and I believe they have markings. Maybe not, but I believe they do have markings, because these little dimples here. This one here is your band switch for the 3 bands, and this one here is your off-on switch, and this one here is, I think, a tone switch. And if you look on this sheet here, if you can see it all right, these are the knobs that should be on there. Now, I haven't seen any knobs like this being offered, but you never know. So yeah, there's a lot of dinginess on this cabinet, so it's going to have to get probably completely stripped down. If I'm going to take this off, I might as well go ahead and strip all the rest of it down. At least the wonky coating on it. The front bezel is a little warped. Not a great deal, but I think it's a little warped. We'll dive into that right there. There's a little blemish on the dial face. I'm thinking that I might be able to take a microfiber to it and clean it up to a degree, but I don't think I can use my my polish on it to get rid of some of the dinginess on the thing. Hang on, let me turn this thing around and we'll take a look at the back side. Okay, here we are. And you remember what I said about that last one that had the speaker in the top? I'm not expecting a great deal from this one, but you never know. This one here has got this. I'm pretty sure is not original. So, and it's pretty thick. So it might not be quite as bad as the 740 was, the GE, but yeah, like I say, you never know. Wiring on the iTube has got to be completely replaced. It has the electrodynamic speaker. There is no labels on the inside, or no stickers on the inside of this radio. there is only this that's on the chassis. Any labeling that was here is gone now, so I'm going to have to see if I can dig something up on at least the back label identifying the, because I know darn good and well somewhere somehow they manage plastering a identification on there. It's missing all of its shields, but I think I got shields for it. Yeah, a lot of this wiring is going to have to be replaced. That is skunkified. That there, I'm probably going to have to replace a lot of wiring in this thing. Yeah, there's a lot of superficial surface rust on this. Not so bad on the chassis from what I can see, but on the tuner there is blemishes, and on the back of that thing it shouldn't be anything that will change the operating characteristics of the radio. Two canister type chinkawonkies there that are probably two independent ones. Let me see, 4, 6, 7. Let me let's see the back. This is the only way. When I bought this thing off of eBay, I had no idea what the hell the model was, because they never showed anything of the right, left, top, bottom, up, front, back, whatever. But it wasn't until I got this in hand that I noticed they stamped, at least they stamped it on the base, on the bottom of the underside of the cabinet. So that's the only way I managed to find it. If you went for a search on the thing, you couldn't find it, at least by pictures anyway, between the dates from the Radio Museum website. So let me go ahead and slide this thing apart, and we'll take a look at it. Well, we got it out. That there doesn't appear to be very transparent, but I don't think it's going to be a great big issue as far as the speaker is concerned, because this one here, I don't know, there might be a little bit of dust down in there, but these here are just a pain in the butt to deal with. Well, I'm not really sure because I never had to deal with one, but this one here it's more delicate than skin. I mean, you can see here, I mean, it was seriously having an issue, and it's developing more issues as we speak, as they say. We'll have to get it checked out and see whether or not the field coil and the audio trance is still viable. Here's the chassis. I think that bulb is pretty much used. It's bulbed out. It's just bulbed out. We got an 8 micro here and a 4, so there's a double there. And I'm not sure, but that might be a single. I don't know. So yeah, there's a little blemish there, and it's dingier than hell. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just not. This one here looks like it's going to be involved. Let's flip her up. Look underneath. Yeah, there's a that's a double, all nipped out, and the rest is tucked over here with a I don't know, some kind of a thingy on it to make it connections. There is one, I think that's an electrolytic there, the yellow one. It's broke loose. I think that blue one back there is an electrolytic. There's one here that's an electrolytic. That may not be a thingy. Well, I was kind of hoping to throw some juice to this thing today. This switching network, a wafer switch, looks, I don't know, it kind of looks okay. At least there's not a great deal of layers in there that's got to be dealt with. Looks like maybe 2 main switches. There's nothing in between. So that is that doesn't break my heart. And the way this thing is fashioned here, it looks like these 4 screws come out, and this whole and some interconnections here, like this wire, that wire, and these wires over here, disconnect from the main chassis, and I think that whole assembly will come out of there, which will make it easier to work on. Well, it'll make it easier to get in there and do some good cleaning. There's plenty of caps in there, and some resistors look like they're pretty stressed. This little chinkawonky here is, I think, a safety cap. Well, it's supposed to be a safety cap. It's probably a line filter cap. One of the suppressor caps, I guess you would call it a suppressor. And we got a couple over here, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 caps. We got about a dozen or so caps in here with the E caps, and that one there, 13, 14 maybe. There we got to get 2. So it'll be checking the coils and checking the coils and checking the coils and transformers to see whether or not they're good. I was going to take a look at this, and it looks like they use cloth colored wire on the cloth covered. Oh, there's a sticker. Fascinating, they put that on the inside. Usually I find them on the outside of the thing. So the cloth covered wire from the IF cans, so there won't be any real desperate need to pull those cans off and can, but it might, depending on if we got the room and everything, and I got the huevos, rancheros, muchachos, we'll pull these off and get them cleaned up real nice and spiffy. Get the tubes checked out. That one there, I'm probably not even going to bother, but we'll go in and take a look at it and see whether or not we can throw some power on it in short order. So stand by, we'll have more. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to check this speaker, field coil, and audio transformer. 2 narrow pins are your field coil. I don't have the meter in front, so I'm going to have to give you the results via lips. 1990. This is 2000. So we're ballpark there. We'll go to the, oh, sorry about the, I'm kind of a little crowded in here. The audio transformer, primary, 327. It's marked 300. Now I'm assuming that's the original one and not a substitute. So the speaker is good to go. Now, this is going to be a little difficult for you to see, but we already did the checkout on the IFs. And let me see if I can bring this up close. So what we did was we checked it at pin 3 of the A8 tube, and we went to over here to the 8 microfarad positive side, and it beeped at me. On the secondary of the first IF, we went to the grid cap of the first K7, or the second K7, and ground, and we got a beep on that one. So the second IF, we went to pin 3 of the second K7 and back to the positive on the 8 microfarad and got a beep out of that. Now on this other one, we didn't get a beep because we got all these components that are stuffed inside that can. It's no wonder the can's so big. And so we could not get in here inside to get a reading on the thing. So we went to the nearest point, which is right in there, and we got a reading that was average given the number of components that are wound up inside that can. So everything checks as far as that. Now, I didn't bother checking out the oscillator coil or the antenna coil. We'll check that in battle. So now I need to figure out if these caps, there's 3 of them, are in there correctly and they are not touching anything else that they shouldn't be. And then we should be able to at least throw some juice to this and light it up. So hang on. All right, it is about 5 o'clock in the evening, Thursday. We went through this thing and double checked the IFs, and they appeared to be functional. We checked the speaker coil, field coil, and the audio transformer primary, and it appears to be functional. I had to take and redo the clip on that tube cap because it fell off while I was handling it, and double check I double checked, which one did I double check? I checked the rectifier tube, and it is functional on both settings. So after going through and making sure that the E-caps were connected, and one was broke loose, and I had to verify that they had them in there correctly. This white wire alligator clip here is hooked into, I think, the 8 microfarad because it broke loose from its attachment. So I got it jumpered in. The other 2 managed to hang on sloopy. And so now we're getting ready to bring it up on the dumb boys, and we're going to double check the B plus and we're going to check what it's drawing here. With 7 tubes, this one here, I don't think it's going to be functional. We're going to bring it up on both bulbs, and that way we'll make sure that we got enough juice for everyone. So let me kick it up. We jump to 44, drop to 30, 29. Now we're going back the other way. What do we got here? 290 plus 370 on that. The bulbs are quiet. We're getting some action from the speaker, and okay, now I don't know which band we're in. We got that up. Let's tune it. Yeah. The tone knob seems to be working. Well, the knob, not the knob, the tone control. Let's tune this thing up. See if we get anything out of this setting. Well, we can tell the oscillator's working. Now, I've got all my CFLs on and my halogens. So let's go to the other setting. Go back the other way. Oscillator appears to be working on that setting. Let me turn off my halogens so that way we don't get so much of a buzz. I do have it on my long wire because this does not come with an antenna. Okay, nothing there. And you can tell we got action on the oscillator on this one. Hey, that must be the broadcast band because, well, I'm pretty sure it's a broadcast band because it's coming. There's a Spanish station about 710, so that's about where it's at.
When this game kicks off in just a few minutes, we will keep you updated on all of the action right here on Amber and Ian. Norris Cole filling in for Ian tonight. Anita Marks on the phone with us, ESPN sports betting analyst. Anita, let's talk about some of the other games around the National Football League as we head into Week 8 in just moments. But on Sunday,
can you believe it?
Jets at
the Magic Eye is working. It's not closed.
What do you like about this game?
Yeah, let me tell you something.
It appears to be throttling. Let's we'll see what it does if it picks up my local station. Yeah. That is our local station, and it's coming in 100. Yeah, there is some movement on that thing. Might be a resistor. Pulling 290 on the B plus. Hope I don't get a strike for that. Tearing, Drake, a frack of mugga figure. Boy, they are getting really anal on that.
I have a lean towards the Jets. want to lay the money on the Jets at -2.5, but I think
370 kilocalories on the current draw.
I think the play here is the under at 36.5.
I'm surprised that we do have some lamps lighting up in there too.
Well, you know, that's
Two
New York.
different kinds of lamps.
This next question I'm going to ask you, Anita. These are two
Guess
potential
what?
Super
It's
Bowl
working.
winning teams. The
So,
Niners and the Bengals. What do you think of- what do you
this
think
one here is
about
going to
that
be a great candidate then.
I think Sam Darnold
She works out and cleans up real good.
Brock Purdy is.
So,
So,
we'll get started on
I
that
think that,
soon.
Listen, Brock Purdy, like, again, I talk about this a lot.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody for hanging in there. We'll get started up on this thing probably tomorrow or whenever. I still got to get that Philco listed. So, thanks for watching. Have a great evening.